slightly. Let's turn that off. That's not going to help. Who is this man who's forgotten his music book that's at the other side of the shed? Better go and get it. I've got a new song to sing about doing homeschooling in... Oh, sorry. The burping. Someone gave me a thumbs up, but there's no one in the live stream, so I've got a ghost. I've got a YouTube ghost. How did that happen? Hello, Rebecca. Hope you're well. I was wondering who given me. I had an apparition. I had a thumbs up before I got the notification that there was someone in the live stream. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a nice day. You might be wondering why I'm sporting this attractive red hat. It's because it's cold today. Spring can't decide what it wants to do, so I'm back in my shed. It's cold today. A bit bored of it. How are you? Where are you in the world? And is it nice and warm, or is it a bit boring and cold and grey? If you're in Britain, I'm guessing it may be a bit cold and boring and grey. We'll just wait for a few more people to turn up to the live stream. Hopefully. Hang on, give me 2 seconds. So I treat myself to some special clips. Some clips to hopefully stop the music. It's not going to work though, is it? Stop the music. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Stop the music being difficult and turning over. Anyway, I hope you're well, Rebecca, wherever you are in the world. Right, here is a parody of Let Me Entertain You by Robbie Williams. Let me know what you think. Mama's gone and Daddy's here. It's 9 too early to have a beer. Homeschooling gives me the fear. I'll scream. When it comes to kids, we have 3 2p standing up. A bit like me, some possible signs of OCD. Oh dear. Let me entertain you. Na na na. 3 people in the live stream. Little tip: don't ever try and balance a cup of coffee on top of a punch bag, because it will spill. But doesn't matter. No one cares. It's the shed. That's the nicest thing about the shed. Sorry, I have to go now. Bye. Okay. Hope you're all right, Becca, wherever you are in the world. Take care. Bye. Thank you to the 11. We've suddenly got an influx of people in the live stream, which is always nice. 14. I'll take 14. No, I was just about to. I'd just written a new parody song. I'm just going to test it out and see what you thought. But I might wait for a couple more people to be here. Who's in the live stream? Who's here? We've got, maybe that scared them off. Hi, Kevin, Sportswear Solutions. What sort of sportswear solutions are we talking? What sort of sports solutions do I need? As a 50-year-old man, basically, who has a half marathon to do on the 15th of March in Bath. What advice can you give me? I've got myself some nice new shoes. Knee support, maybe. Gels. What are your thoughts on gels, running gels? Are they good for you? Are they not good for you? Who knows? Right. 11 is enough for me to practice this song. Right. This is a parody of Let Me Entertain You by Robbie Williams. And it's about, to give it a bit of context, it's basically, I wrote it in 2020 when we were in the middle of lockdown and my wife was at school and I was trying to do homeschooling with the kids. Mama's gone and Daddy's here. It's 9 too early to have a beer. Homeschooling gives me the fear. I'll scream. When it comes to kids, we have 3 2p standing up. A bit like me, some possible signs of OCD. Oh dear. Let me educate you. Come on, let me educate you. Life's too short for biff and chip. Don't do that, you'll make it rip. Mum and Dad went to the tip. Who cares? Don't forget your finger space. One letter a page is such a waste. Dog treats don't belong in a pencil case. Well, I care. Let me educate you. Please let me educate you. Na na na. It was hard. My wife's a teacher, so she would have absolutely smashed it. But as the dad who was in charge of the 3 kids, actually at that time, was it 3 kids? When did we have? Yeah, we had a 2-year-old. And must have been 5 6 years ago, a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. It was brutal. Looking after 3 kids in lockdown and trying to teach them stuff. Not going to happen. I promise you. That's my dad tip. It's not going to happen at all. You do software for football stats. Okay, that's interesting. So, what as a Aston Villa supporter? What statistical chances have Aston Villa got of winning the league? I would say 20% maybe. Don't know where they are in the league, actually. They're probably dropped a bit. But yeah, right, I'm going to carry on with playing some songs. If you're new to the live stream, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Basically, to give you a bit of context, I am a UK dad of 3. And I set this YouTube channel up for a number of reasons. I did it because, quite selfishly, hello, SH. Oh, hello, SH570. It's nice to see you. Hope you're well. I'll play you a song in a minute. Yeah, I set this up basically to help with my mental health, because it does. I often battle with intrusive thoughts and have to do ridiculous things like go back and check that I didn't cause an accident on a road I've just driven down. And I found that playing ukulele parody songs in a shed really helps, weirdly. So yeah, there we go. And yeah, I live stream every day for a number of reasons. One, because it really helps. I think just sometimes if I've got a bit of an active mind, it just preoccupies my mind. It really helps. So that's one thing. And also, I don't know, I hope if there's anyone else out there who's having a bit of a rubbish time, hope the idea that maybe that might help them. I don't expect people to tune in every day. And also, completely honestly, I'm trying to develop and grow a YouTube channel. It's taking ages. Takes ages to grow a YouTube channel. It's insane. Doesn't help when you get your YouTube channel hacked and you lose like all your people overnight. That was not fun. But it happens. And you just got to keep going. And actually, in some ways, it helped me, because before, my YouTube channel was very all over the place. Very chasing trends. I was pretty free. So you got hacked. Yeah, it was a weird one, actually. My YouTube channel, my Gmail got hacked. I stupidly believed, I think I got an email from some company saying, "Oh, we really like your YouTube content." Very clever. They seduced me with compliments. We would really like to you to do some work. Would you be? And I thought, this might be a scam. Is this a scam? Could be. But I thought, no, don't be cynical. And they sent me an email, said, just download this software. And I'm like, oh, this is going to go wrong. Bit of a risk. And it did. It went wrong. Basically, they managed to lock me out of my own Gmail account. What a wally. Hello, Ranj. Is it Ranjit Core 5174? Hope you well. Yeah, they managed to lock me out of my own Gmail account for about 12 hours. And when I got back in, I basically spent 12 hours just like trying to contact YouTube and it was not fun. When I got back in, I went and checked my YouTube and then had it removed it. So whatever they posted was like violating all sorts of, Geneva Convention and YouTube rules and all sorts of stuff. So that was a massive, massive mistake. And yet I think I had 6,500 subscribers, and I think I was like 400 hours off getting monetized. It wasn't a good week, but on the plus, it did slightly refocus me and make me think, what do you actually really want to do? What is your raison d'etre? And it made me think, well, you generally are plagued by your own mental health, so fixing that would be good. If you can help other people, I don't know what that means, I'm afraid, mate. So yeah, it was what it was. And actually, do you know what? This is a much better path. This is a path I can see that if I continue down might actually happen. I found that doing live streams every day makes it, I don't know, it's weird. That would be my tip. Whenever you look at all the gurus you see, it's basically, how do you build a YouTube channel? How do you develop it? It's like you build a community, like generally build a community and get to know that community and communicate with that community and try and provide some sort of value or service to that community. Well, I don't know if it does, but what is the Geneva Convention? The Geneva Convention it's a good question. I think the Geneva Convention is one of those things, a bit like the UN, that the world invented to kind of make sure that people behave. So I think if a prisoner of war gets captured, the Geneva Conventions, like, there are things you can and can't do. So you can't, basically it's to stop people. It's human rights. It supports human rights, I think. Right. Actually, I'd like your opinion on this one, SH 570. Let me know what you think. This is a parody, a fairly new song that I wrote. I think I wrote it in like lockdown in 2020 when I was trying to homeschool my kids. And it's a parody of Let Me Entertain You by Robbie Williams, and I've rewritten it as Let Me Educate You. Mama's gone and Dad is here. It's 9 too early to have a beer. Homeschooling gives me the fear I'll scream. When it comes to kids, we have 3 2p standing up, a bit like me, some possible signs of OCD. Oh dear, let me educate you. So come on, let me educate you. Life's too short for Biff and Chip. Don't do that, you'll make it rip. Mum and Dad went to the tip. Who cares? Don't forget your finger space. 1 letter a page is such a waste. What dog treats don't belong in a pencil case. I care. Let me educate you. So come on, let me educate you. Na, na, na. Hello, Mary. Hope you well. Mary, you've just missed, but I'll play it at the end. A parody of Let Me Educate You, Let Me Entertain You by Robbie Williams. And it's about me trying to do childcare hi Chris, me trying to do childcare in lockdown and I think about it now, it's insane. And it just was ridiculous. My wife's a primary school teacher, so it was absolutely her time to shine. And me being a seafront officer, I was left at home trying to manage 3 children. I think we had a 2-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 7-year-old. There's no way I'm going to teach them anything. It was bonkers. But there we go. Thank you, Mustard Cole. I really appreciate your support. That's very kind of you. Right, let's stop singing some other songs. I'm trying to make an effort, because obviously there are some really nice people who support this channel. I think Mary was here yesterday. SH570, I definitely recognise you. Really nice people that turn up and support what I'm trying to do. But they're like, I do hear a lot of the same songs. And I'm afraid that's right. So I am trying to build up a bit more of a catalogue, so it's a bit more interesting. You're welcome. Thank you, mate, for your support. Right, this is a parody of what does the poster say under your ukulele dad sign? Or is it that's basically my shameless plug. I wrote a book called First Time Dad, and it's available on Amazon. If you know anyone whose wife or partner has just become pregnant and they want to buy a book, it's basically a book I wrote, and it's a 42-week guide for men to help your partner have a calm and confident pregnancy. And it's also in Kindle and it's also an audiobook. And I don't think I've sold a copy for about 4 months. But no, if it helped, I certainly, when I became a dad, maybe it's because I'm a dad who has a bit of issues with anxiety and stuff. I thought there's not enough. All the books I read about being a dad were a little bit biological and a bit like, well, that's obvious. So I wrote it very much like, how is your wife or your partner becoming pregnant going to affect your mental health and her mental health and also your relationship? And I've written it in a very honest way. So maybe buy it for my uncle. You buy it for your uncle. I'm no pressure at all. But that would be awesome. You might be the first sale I've had in about 4 months. Anyway, this is a parody of Jason Mraz. I'm yours. Well, I took you to the park and I bought you a Happy Meal. We went to the pantomime, we saw Sting and Ian Beale. To be honest, I'm quite confused. How you never seem that amused? All this being present means I'm presently quite stressed. Not buying a pony shouldn't result in my arrest. I shouldn't have to explain to you why a 7-year-old doesn't need a personal trainer. If you're a mum or a dad, the one thing you'll know is true. Your kids will often tell you they're bored. They will, especially if you're on half term like we are. Yeah, actually, in fairness to the kids, that's the one that benefits when they get older. When they get older and they start having play dates and things and sleepovers with their friend's house, that takes a lot of pressure off you. That tends to happen. Thank you, Marina. I appreciate your support. Thank you, lovely Marina, for your support. Thank you, Tommy Nolan, for saying hi. Yeah, and that's nice. But when they're little and you're on half term, like their reception or year 1 age, you're going to get smashed with them going, I'm bored or hungry. Those tend to be the things that kind of like just continually you always have to manage. 25 in the when half term, I would say, or any holidays. Half term or any holidays is when you're going to get smashed. That's very kind of you, Sean. Appreciate it. This is a parody I've written of When I'm 64 by the Beatles, and it's about I almost died 3 times once. Oh no, that's terrible. Once stairs, twice at school. Well, you nearly fell down the stairs. On stairs, twice at school. Well, I hope that's a story. I'd like to know more about that story. Are you okay now? I hope you're okay now. Good, you are okay now. Right, this is yeah. Being a Gen X, married with kids, do I have much more of a clue? Not particularly. What advice would I give to a younger man? Be positive and work as much as you can. Life is a battle regardless of age. Who knows what's in store? Don't play the victim. Don't blame a boomer for being 64. Yes, thank God. Yeah, I'm glad to hear you're okay. That was a song I wrote for a boomer YouTuber friend of mine who was getting a really hard time in his comment section of just like people going, shut up, boomer, giving him a hard time. I don't think you can be cross with someone for being a boomer. Although I think in his case, in his argument, I think a lot of the comments were like, it's your fault that we can't buy a house. And I'm like, the problem is there's an element of that. There are a lot of people, I'm guessing, millennials and people who are Gen Z who would like to be able to buy a house and probably can't because maybe people who are now boomer age can't afford to buy a house. That's not cool. So yeah, how is everyone? Where is everyone in the world? Does anyone have a question that I might be able to answer as a... How old am I? I'll be 40. I'm 49 now. I'll be 50 in August. I'm happy to answer a question if I can. If I can't, you're 30 because you're fasting in Bahrain. Yeah, that must be. You almost died on the 7th of October. Oh my goodness, what happened? I hope you're okay now. And I hope... I've got a question about that, Mary, but are you not allowed to drink water? Because I know, am I right in thinking, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that are you fasting for Ramadan? And if that's the case, I thought you're only allowed, you're allowed to drink water, but you're not allowed to eat food in sunlight, or not in sunlight, until the sun goes down. I may have got that completely wrong. I'm from near Brighton in the UK, and I'm, to be more specific than that, I'm in a shed at the bottom of my garden, playing ukulele songs, trying to entertain people. No, I'm fasting, no water or liquid food. Wow, that sounds tough. I hope you're okay. Chris Berwick, thanks for the question. How long have you been playing ukulele? I've been playing ukulele since 2020 maybe. I started in the lockdown because, as I've spoken and probably bored people in the past, I struggle with my mental health. I've got OCD. Got diagnosed in 2010, and I get intrusive thoughts, and I've got one of these brains that just won't shut up, just won't stop asking me stupid questions of, oh, do you think you might have done that? Or, oh, I hope you didn't do that. Or, you know, when you were driving, maybe you did that. So I thought, going into lockdown, it's going to spin me out. I'm going to have to give my brain something to do. So I thought, you know what, learn an instrument, and I've tried to learn the guitar in the past, and it's not easy. And the ukulele is awesome because it's literally four strings and just easy. I don't know why it's easy, but it just is easier. And the nice thing about it is once you can learn about A minor, F, C, and G, once you can play about 4 chords, you can play tons of songs. And it kind of developed that, I think, going into lockdown coincided with like TikTok going bonkers, and then I downloaded TikTok, and then I started doing shout outs for people and singing happy birthday, and it just developed from there. And I found that playing the ukulele and rewriting songs basically really helped my mental health. It obviously gave my brain something to focus on that wasn't rumination or false memories or anxiety. So I kept doing it, and that's the story of that. I taught myself, which is why I'm quite average, but I enjoy it. And I think the more you enjoy stuff, that you're more likely to keep doing it, basically. Right, I'm gonna, on the topic of first-time dads, I'm gonna sing a song about what it's like when you first become a dad. Getting up in the middle of the night to find out why my baby's crying. My wife will probably have to rescue me, but I'll hopefully get some brownie points for trying. So many times it was a bubble of wind, or you had a stinky nappy. I'm your dad, you're my reason to be, but this lack of sleep makes it dangerous to drive. 'Cause I'm a forklift driver awake in the middle of the night, getting up with bad hair like Billy Idol. This lack of sleep is probably against my human rights, and I won't be able to be a forklift driver. That was one thing that when I first became a dad, I remember thinking, oh my goodness, I'm so tired. I don't even know if I'm okay to drive. Gotta go. See you tomorrow. By the way, my name's Saud. This is your mum, Scout. Nice to meet you, Saud, and thank your mum for letting you use her phone. Hope you're okay, mate. Take care. Hi, Tommy. Hope you're well. Right. Yeah. So that's basically it. That's the one thing about being a parent that is really stressful, is you're suddenly confronted with the realization that you're now not in charge of how much sleep you get. There we go. Right. Bang. SH570. I'm going to play a song. Apologize if you heard it before. You almost certainly will have done. This is a parody of I'm a Believer by the Monkees, and it's my advice if you are struggling with time management. I have always been a massive fan of lists, because getting things done gives you dopamine. World's out to get you, kick it in the bum by ticking off a list of things that you've already done. You want to get things done, be a list writer, a shot of dopamine. When you see this done, I write lists. I'm a list writer, could start writing lists if I tried. Well, I probably could start writing lists if I tried, but I quite like writing lists. And I often find if you're having one of those days, and I have lots of them, when you wake up and you just feel like, oh, you're just a bit discombobulated or you're just a bit anxious, write a quick list. And write a quick list of 4 or 5 things and then unashamedly tick off a couple of things you've already done because you're like, I'm smashing this. I'm going to do this today. I always start the day with a freezing cold shower. The first 2 minutes of my shower is cold. So if I'm having a bit of a, usually a bit of a hangover from a night's sleep and some dreams. Hi, Tommy. And just anxious about something. Cold water suddenly is like a bit of a mental health reset button. That just kind of focuses me. And also doing difficult things or uncomfortable things does build mental resilience. It just naturally does. If you start doing things like getting in cold water, obviously medical disclaimer, don't start doing this if you and you're not used to it. And certainly if if you've got medical issues, maybe talk to your doctor first. But I found that just I do a lot of cold sea swimming as well. That really helps. It's not comfortable. I never want to do it. And then when you do it, you're like, I've just done something really difficult or difficult-ish. And it helps. This is a parody of Soul Sister. I have ADAD. What is ADAD? I apologise for my ignorance, but I don't know what that is. This is a parody of a song that I've written about how I'm lucky to have a sister. And how she's helped me with my mental health over the years. And it's a parody of Soul Sister by Train. Depression is crap, it's a pain in the bum. A pain in the bum. If my stress is crippling, I can talk to my one female sibling. She's less likely to over-worry, scream and shout like Andy Murray, or prejudge me like those people at work. She probably won't laugh like when I was 3 and I pooed in the bath. If she did, I'll just remind her of that time in Fuerteventura when she thought she'd ask for the bill in Spanish. Talking to your sister can clean the stress like a demister on your mobile phone. The dog and bone. She's got 3 kids, so she's often home. Hello, Gammon. Hope you well. You have to do a public speech on Friday. Something I've avoided 20s. You're going to smash it, Chris. I promise you're going to smash it. And you know what? It's one reason I do live streams and just put it out there, warts and all. What's the worst that happens? What's the worst that happens if you fluff your lines or you make a mistake or nothing happens? If anything, people will probably, I think, stuff like this, I get so much more support when I make an absolute complete hash of it and keep going. People are like, fair play. You've got, and actually, again, do difficult stuff that challenges you. And irrespective of what it is, even if you make a few mistakes or something goes wrong, who cares? You'll learn that you can manage it. You'll learn that you're probably much braver than you really think you are. You've got much more mental strength. And only good stuff happens. Mustard Cole, my 18-month niece isn't eating as much at the moment. Do you have any advice? Do you know what's weird, actually, mate? I have actually just done a video about that. Obviously, I'm not a medical professional, so my first advice would be talk to your 18-month-old. Do you still have contact with the midwife or your health visitor or the GP? I would always, certainly do with your kids, get some medical advice first. That would be my tip. And then just, don't worry about it, because certainly anything to do with your kids is worrying and stressful. Go and talk to a professional. That would be my advice. It's just not worth the worry, to be honest with you. It may be nothing. It may be something really simple, but you don't want to take that risk. That's my advice. Right. I'm going to... got 2 more songs to finish on. And then that's it for there. I try and do sort of like between half an hour and 40 minutes. and my phone is quite unhelpfully. You're absolutely welcome, mate. Let me know how it goes, please, because I want to know you're okay. But yeah, go to ask the doc, because even if it's nothing, you'll feel much more relieved. Right. This is a parody of Blink 182's All the Small Things. It's about when my kids refuse to go to sleep. Toddlers that don't sleep is enough to make you weep. No more, I said, 'cause you will wet your bed. Always, I know I'll never get to watch my TV show. They will keep you waiting. It's incredibly frustrating. No, 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 it's a milky bogo. Yes, that includes all drinks. My milky, 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 milk, milk. My milky, 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 milk, milk. My milky, 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 milk, milk. My milky milk. You can't have any more milk. That went horribly wrong at the end. Amazing singing. I haven't been here for a while. It's nice to have you here. I appreciate you being here. I've got to the point now, my phone game. I can't. Hang on. Games with Hursty. Sorry, my phone's done that really unhelpful thing, which is you've got 5% left, and we're going to make it dark. Thanks, phone. Right. Sorry if I got your name wrong, and thank you for your support. Right. This is the last song of the live shift because I hate the idea of it cutting out and not saying. I don't say goodbye to people. I've just survived 3 whole days of childcare, catering to their every need. One word was said constantly, Daddy. When every fluid has finally been cleaned up, at number 2 from number 3. Netflix and Disney, can you save me? Rescue me. Rescue me. Rescue me. Rescue me.